Hello everyone. I clicked on the wrong transition for a second there. Hello everyone. We're back. Hey everyone. Hey Finn. Welcome in. Very quick on that one. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. We're back for Final Fantasy 16 again. Episode 12 now. Technically episode 13, but I'll talk about that. We are heading into the next part of the story. I don't even know what's going to happen next. We just finished beating Titan. Anything could happen now, guys. Anything. Anything at all. Having a good day. How about you? I'm having a decent day, actually. Thank you. Wow. What a wonderful cutscene. Out of the shadow. Let's go.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What, the fact that you destroyed a crystal and Titan, or...? A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. Interesting. Good to hear. I had a fairly chill day, to be honest. Sometimes we love a chill day. I need more chill days, to be honest. I should schedule more for myself, which sounds incredibly backwards, I know, but I feel like if I don't schedule them, I don't, you know, do them, so to speak.
If the state of our
I'm doing more reading, working on my list, on myself a little bit. I'm playing some video games at night. That's a good thing I do, for sure. Oh, it's a missive. Oh, but wait, there's more on there. There is more on there. Okay, 1 second. We also have Martell apples and Ambrosia's tack. Oh, I love that. That's cool. Okay, but the missive though, the missive people. Oh shit, we have loads. Oh, that's from Rosina Dalamel, also known as Lubor, who we don't want to speak to. Yeah, we don't. I don't need to read all these. I'm not reading it. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. I don't read. Who does that? Who reads, people? We're enjoying Dark Souls tonight. Nice. I do still need to at some point play a Dark Soul. I know a lot of people will hate me for that, even saying that sentence. But there you go. Anyway, Jill, Gav, and Otto. Hello, guys.
Clive,
how's it going?
You're back.
I am back. He's dead.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, boy.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
Yeah, they will.
Stole us from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Of course it was.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
Thanks, Jill.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not
actually struggling with reading, not gonna lie, I'm just incredibly impatient. I love reading, it's just I don't have the time, honestly.
On the royalist movements since I've been away.
Which is really annoying.
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Have a word with Viv.
I will.
Hi, Viv. Vivian. Thanks for turning me towards her game. I really appreciate that.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Thanks, Vivian.
May have picked up one or two.
Are they flirting? I don't even know at this
Well,
point.
the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave.
Disappointing, Clive. You should have done better.
Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall?
because they were.
Do you know
What,
the
how-
tale
they
of
had
the
ulterior
blind man and
motives.
the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Oh, let's see your map. On a euphemism. Also about Dark Souls, this is my first proper playthrough. I never got far in my previous attempts. Okay, so it's nice to know that you haven't finished all games that are pains in the asses.
Over all of Ash.
Okay, yes.
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin.
Barnabas
The
Tharm. What a
Canvarian
name.
War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Okay.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on
I love how Vivian explains these. I think it's so fun. Gives a little bit of drama and flair to explaining the situation.
I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
Trust me, I'm not as much of a gaming know-it-all as you'd think sometimes. Wrong, Finn. I can tell that you're a gaming know-it-all.
One must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
Thanks, Byron.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
What do I do in the meantime? Just fucking stand about?
Not quite all in your case.
Uh-huh.
The people of the hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Yeah.
The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Cid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal.
We love it.
Consider it the price of today's instruction.
That's probably the best part of this entire game so far. Killing Kupka. I can't even imagine how you beat that. And I imagine you probably do.
And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Honestly, people complain about exposition sometimes, but I actually am someone who needs exposition because I'm a dumbass. I don't have an issue with exposition, actually. I kind of agree. I think sometimes exposition, if handled smartly, can actually be very good for a story. Not because I think that... How do I put it? I don't think blurting out loads of text at someone can be like it is like the best way forward half the time, but I think sometimes it's the only way forward. If you're wanting to build an incredibly large world, for example, right, or a very incredibly complex world, at some point or another you're going to have to lay out the rules of that world. And if you don't lay out the rules of that world and then someone is dismayed by what you've actually made of that world later on because they believed certain principles to be true and actually they weren't, thus ruining the story for them. You kind of have to start with, you know, getting in there, right? You need a delicate balance of giving low-sided people information without treating your audience like an idiot. Exactly. Or in the case like we've just talked about, if you need to expose, make yourself very aware, make the audience very aware that if people don't like these worlds that have a very large setting or a very complex setting, be aware that some people will not pick up your book or not pick up your story. One thing that this game has done well is the active time lore to kind of help people settle into it. What I'm doing in my writing currently is I'm having, so for example, in my writing, I'm trying to bring in factions by, and I think this is the best way to do it, by small one-liners that give an implication of what they might be and who they might, what they might be, what they might do, and who they are, so to speak. What they might be doing, what their goals are. You know what I'm saying. Through small pieces of, like, essentially what might be seen as filler dialogue in the moment, but actually could become important, if not in the immediate chapter, in chapters later, or even in chapters of a secondary book or whatever, you know?
Ah, Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Hi, Toms.
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
All right.
He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents. That
Oh no, this is sad.
There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right.
One Piece does this lots. Chip feeding. Oh, sorry. You need a delicate balance of, yeah. Chip feeding a appropriate amount of lot of info is important. One Piece does this lots. Yeah, you kind of have to, otherwise you don't really get anywhere. This game is doing that really well, actually. But it takes moments as well to say, hey, we need to just like spend a little bit longer on this. Sorry,
Hippocrates.
so to speak.
After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing.
Ridiculous.
Not even
One
a
Toms.
sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw
Wrong.
him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
This was such a long conversation. I understand it was necessary, but fucking hell. In One Piece, you learn about the Yonko Emperors of the Sea incredibly early, but you don't actually see two of them until way late in the story. And what we know is a big reveal for the audience. It's a thing that recontextualizes the character you do know in a huge way too. That's something I'm trying to do with something I'm writing as well at the moment. There is a character that appears in the prologue. I don't want to give it too much away, that I'm trying to obfuscate for later on in what I'm writing for a reason, basically. And I won't say more than that, because if this book ever just gets published, I don't want it to be a spoiler for people who are watching now, which I know sounds very weird to say, because it could be a very different type of audience, but still.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Yes, it is, Karen.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Okay, so for example, Luffy's mentor, Shanks, appears in Chapter 1. He's the man who gave Luffy his iconic straw hat and accounted him to become a pirate. We then later learn on that Shanks became... We then learn later on that Shanks became a uncle. Oh, cool. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
This is important.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
Luffy's mentor, Ventral Engor, is one of the top 4 pirates of the sea. Yeah, I get you.
This is it then. A new beginning under a new Cid.
It's been under a new Cid for 5 fucking years, but you know. It really feels like they changed the timing later on.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
It really feels like they went, hey, okay, this was actually meant to be a 6-month gap, but we're going to change it to 5 for dramatic purposes. I don't know. 5-year gap just is killing me.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
And suddenly we're fading to black.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
What do you mean?
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Of course they were.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Cid. You should tell him.
I mean,
You're right. I should. And I will.
you're saying to go to the old hideaway?
When you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. But I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Okay. Also, it's insanely crazy to see how Oda, the writer of One Piece, reveals stuff in his cover chapters. Essentially one-page stories that carry on from chapter to chapter. I love I love ancillary stuff. I think there's nothing better than sometimes, like, one thing I really want to do, and I think I probably will do if this world that I'm building kind of gets off the ground. One of my favorite ways of a universe being built out is, like, so for example, the Witcher universe first started as like loads and loads of little short stories, and I love that idea. I don't know why, just something about that, like the fact it comes out of some small beginnings almost, is something that's very interesting to me. So anything that's kind of ancillary or smaller and becomes this bigger thing over time, it's like all comes back to small and then goes big again, is like really cool to me. I also like the idea of having like book trilogies but in the same
I'm going
universe.
to visit Cid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now.
No, you're not.
I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
No, you haven't.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
Yeah.
This is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Oh my gosh, we're making the fucking Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
It's the fucking
And those
Enterprise.
things
Oh my
are more
gosh, I got
push than a
shivers.
behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together.
The Star Trek
Which
Enterprise,
is
that's
where
what it's
the
named
stack comes
after.
in.
Yeah.
I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first.
He's a
I need
cheeky
some parts
bitch.
mecking.
You need some
Set up
parts
a made up of three
mecking.
major components. There's the plating here that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with
it's
the
a
plate.
one piece.
Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
He'll know what to do. It's crazy how a mage character Garp gets first shown in the cover chapter in the early days of One Piece. I love that. He said the funny. He said the
You
funny.
don't need
He
to.
did. But yeah, so the Enterprise is named after the Star Trek ship, yes. Interestingly, two of the characters who usually show up, who've shown up a number of times in FF as well, Biggs and Wedge, are of course named after the Star Wars characters. The Vice Admiral Garp seems so unimportant that he's revealed to be a major character. Imagine calling a character Vice Admiral Garp. Garp. What a name.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
Out with it.
This
Well, I think
my
Star
last
Trek
chance
and
to
Wars
slam
are
otherwise
oddly
engaged.
popular in Japan. Are you surprised?
Myself the arse ache. Go on then.
Things
This time.
do get weirdly
She
popular
said
over
you
there.
would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates.
Oh! Well then.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
Yeah, of course I will. Why are we building an airship? I have to know. Please tell me you're joking that his name is Monkey de Garp.
Typical. Still,
De Garp,
if
sorry.
that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And what is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape.
Yep,
That means
Monkey D. Garp, grandfather of
that won't
Monkey
break or
D.
buckle at the
Luffy.
temperatures she's
Fuck
talking
off.
about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs...
So I would go after the
Pretty
Stardust,
good,
of course.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other
quite
can go and
serious.
get the rest
Stop.
from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Okay, fucking hell. These guys are pissing me off. And there's Luffy's father, head of the Revolutionary Army, Monkey D. the D. Dragon. They need to stop with these names. Oh, speak of Blackthorn, fuck's sake.
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Of course I am.
One of these two lucky souls is going with you.
I get to pick? Oh shit, Gav, of course.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then.
Alright then!
So, where do we
So,
find the Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Okay. Okay. Not even the most inane name in One Piece. I don't need to know any more One Piece names, Finn. Stop. Oh shit. People, there's side quests. The side quests, people. Let's head to Lost Wing. Worst part is I'm not sure if I should really be saying this, just in case you somehow get into the series. I doubt I will. However, yeah, you never know. So don't say too much, because you never ever know. Guys, it's time for side quests. I hope it's like an interesting side quest at least. Probably not though, it's from this guy, Quinton.
Ah, Clive.
Yeah.
You're
Concerned, go on.
Whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village.
Interesting, shadowy figures.
Rustlings in the undergrowth. Suspicion maybe no more than a surface. Given what
I'm gonna skip that because I'm interested in the shadowy figures, but not you talking about them. You know what I mean? Fair enough, I would genuinely recommend the first 100 or so chapters to test if you like it or not. 100 or so chapters.
People of the village have to say.
And I've got comics that I got in December and really wanted to read, and I still haven't got around to them. It's the fucking. It's been 7 months.
You alright, Sid?
In your mind, can I ask you something? Shadowy figures out in the woods. You notice anything unusual? No, sorry, can't help you. Vineyard.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks. She literally said, "Nah." She literally said, "I got nothing." 18 or so pages per chapter. Once again, I repeat to you, Finn. I have comics that are still sat from December.
Word is the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some big...
Excuse me.
Change figures.
Not me, Gov.
Not me, Glove.
Stays, right? Don't worry.
All right.
Okay, so he knew nothing too. This is really helpful. You guys love this? I mean, fuck all from these guys. You better fucking know something.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicion.
No, but I've heard something.
Scraping metal? Okay.
Roberts was out for
Roberts pass. Okay. Cool.
Seems Lorbert's pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Not me impersonating Torgal. I could never. In this case, my pronouns are he, because I could never be him. Very scared.
You there?
I'm gonna pause quick. I need to turn the light on. Oh, better. Much better.
Fuck.
Oh,
He's seen us.
fuck!
Get them before they escape.
Fuck! Why do they say it like that? Fuck!
Black shields. Here.
Black shield. Uh-oh. They call me... Yo, fuck's sake, Finn!
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Alright, guys. Yeah, get electrocuted. Get absolutely decimated. Go down. These guys. Oh fuck! On so many levels. Yeah, kill him, Clive. Okay. Oh. Stop healing people. Not today. Oh, I'm also a non-baric gold miner. I'm gold in them there mountains. Stop! I love it, but stop. I hate the fucking healers. You're done. Is he dead? There we go. Oh! Oh, I'm flying. Oh. That guy just ran past me. We did it. We got him down. They're all gone! They're out of here! Fucking black shields in this region. What they doing here? A weird one.
Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Need to warn fucking Quentin. I love Ambrosia. Sorry, how they would say it. Ambrosia.
No need to ride from here.
I thought that was Gav. Looked like Gav from a distance. Like, Gav, what are you doing here? All right, lad. I've got to turn that my lighting down slightly. It literally looks so white. There, a little bit better. Oh, perfecto. How does a non-binary samurai kill someone? They slash them. Stop. Brilliant. Finessed, but still. Hi, Quentin.
Clive, how goes the hunt for
I've been quitting on you.
Figures?
I found some black shields hiding.
Black shields,
yep.
Though they serve another master now. And it would appear the pack has finally caught down it all. I had hoped I would have more time and bite back.
I'm sorry. Who did the Black Shield serve now?
Because I want him dead.
Oh.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I was a member of the judiciary once. So sicken and fight it I did. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cell, and throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one...
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Ooh.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. A means of ridding himself of his rivals. A mask to hide his response, however. And he faced no punishment. I lost everything. My loved ones. My livelihood. My position. The faith.
Is the camera zooming?
That any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
Oh!
But the man himself,
you know, just the regular stuff.
Target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones.
Fair enough.
Bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent. Our wounds are the same. We know where he hides. What we did not know until now, however...
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at...
Do you want me to help? Is that what you're asking for?
My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Okay, a bit extreme. Does anyone feel like that shouldn't be where the quest ends? Lurking, no worries, Ali. Thank you for being here. Does anyone feel like the quest shouldn't end there? Anyone? Yeah, well, apparently it doesn't really matter because it is ending there. Work, enjoy work. That felt a little abrupt. I mean, it didn't help that I was skipping through the dialogue, but literally go, "We go to war," and then me like be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go elsewhere." Feels a little weird.
Take a sniff, good sir.
I did not expect the next sentence I heard to be, "Take a sniff, good sir."
It's my. I'd go and look.
Brent is vanished. Yeah, can you look for him yet?
I'll see what I
Oh
can
yeah, it's
do.
going to be a happy bunny tomorrow. I got 4 kinds of mochi arriving. Yeah, get the mochi. Mochi, no problems. Or in this case, no problems. More like, right? Cute. Oh, it's got me running out ages for this fucking side quest. Why have side quests always going to be a pain in my ass? I got peanut, boba tea, mango, and strawberry. I don't try mochi, but you're making me want to try it. Or if I have tried mochi, I don't remember it, but maybe I have. I don't know. Did I level up any recently? I forgot to like check. Yeah, let's get that. I'm gonna go back to gear, and we're gonna change Wicked Wheel for Aerial Blast instead. Good. It's a little hard to get into texture-wise. It's chewy but delicious. I feel like I have tried it once, but I don't. This is fucking bright. Hello? White Cliffs of Dover eat your heart out.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. Sorry, Ambrosia. Okay, Ambrosia. We love you, Ambrosia. Well, I should check my gear actually. Or see if there's an Asian grocery store near you, try and find some. I might. Here's what I have on yeah. And then the other kinds of flavors. Hey, green tea and brown sugar mochi here until I finish them. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. We'll say there's not a they're not a sweet you can binge eat. Usually they're quite big. I shall keep. I think none of these are actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the defense for now. Fine. Not for me right now, at least. I don't know, £15 including shipping for all 4 boxes. That's not too bad though. Really, actually, is it? You know, when you say including shipping, that's not too bad. Nah, I got cheap shipping too. Yeah, win. Winning all day. Fin for the win. Just keep finning. Okay.
You deserve a rest.
What's this guy doing all the way out here? You're gonna be dismayed at the fact that the fucking crystal's gone. Just deal with it. I'm finished. There you go.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to...
It's certainly not a baker.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Time was the sight of the Fang.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked him. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. She was the only thing that could fill the hole, and now she's gone. What am I supposed to do? I ask her.
Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work.
Recapture it? You know, you might just be right. I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Wait.
Clive, just let him get on.
Needing an escort then.
Yeah.
What a waste of time. Should've just let the guy sulk.
The Mother Crystal.
You know who we've not heard in this game yet? And I'm surprised. We haven't heard Matt Mercer.
I can walk from here.
Let's hand this side quest in and continue with our main quest. Luckily today the side quests have been nice and quick,
Silver platters.
so we can get straight back on to the main.
Where did all the men of the rock go? The juiciest meat from Green.
Ah, though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high.
Master, it's red.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. Her steepled peaks. Her fault, true. My loaves collapse more often than not, but what's... And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found...
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it... not only is my apprentice back, but he's... I don't know how you...
I've never felt less engaged in a quest in a game.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog.
Stop talking about your carpet. Fuck's sake. Now let's go and get our fucking Stardust. Hello, Ambrosia.
Faster.
Yeah, literally just got on the fucking mount, but you know. Alright, Gav.
Be safe.
Or if I don't want to be safe, Clive, what about that?
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much.
Side quests and RPGs either a suit of fun or a suit of monotonous with no in betweens. Yeah. I think the only in between is if it's a boring quest, yeah, the in between will be, or at least it was short. Which, to be fair, I could say about that quest, right? It was like go to speak to someone and go back. So boring long quests are the worst. For example, the Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion are suit of fun. Oblivious. Ah, get it? Oblivion. Come on. Stardust. I want to see the Enterprise in action now.
This is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Alright, Clive. Just looks like black sand to me. You dude. Okay, dude. Got it, dude. Dude. There's the last enclave. That's down here. Fair enough. We go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
And back to Gav. Back to Old Faithful. I know you never really gotten into Skyrim. But how about its predecessor? It's a series that I have a lot of interest in and did actually watch a lot of lore videos, especially as Elder Scrolls Online was coming out, because I knew a lot of people who were going to play that, so I wanted to get kind of an understanding of the universe, and I was interested in playing the games. I am still interested in playing the games, but it's something I've never gotten around to, and even when I do get around to it, well, I say never gotten around to it, I have made videos even on the channel about Skyrim, playing Skyrim, but I just can't stick to it for whatever reason. It just feels too expansive for me, which I know is very weird because that's what everyone likes about it, right? But for me, it's just like, oh my gosh, like right at the time I am at in my life, quote unquote, I want a story that kind of pushes me in a certain direction a little bit. I think that's why I've not gone back to Fallout 4 really either.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What about Gav? What's Gav want? Gavla? What do you want?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does.
Man to man like.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you.
I've just realized the symbol on Gav's belt is the Garlean Empire's symbol from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if that's like just an Easter egg or what, but it's like literally the same like composition.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Okay, Gav. Didn't really need that right now. I won't lie, I get that. It's why I can never get into 40k. Too expensive for my taste. It took me ages to get to Tall Lord. Don't get me wrong, I love expansive universes. I just need a little bit of a push. For example, Witcher is a great example. Because Witcher still has a main story, but an incredibly expansive world outside of that, I found that game very easy to get through, even though like I was busy doing other things at that time. I feel like now, if you gave me a game that was anywhere near sandboxy, I struggle. Hi Andy, how's it going?
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day.
That's enough soppy shite for one day.
To Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to.
Believe you me.
After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Alright, Gav. Up, sure enough. It's mad. Just got home from Holly's grandmother's
Ready to go home, boy?
funeral. Exhaust. I did not expect the end of that sentence, Andy. I've got to be honest. I'm very sorry. My condolences to yourself and obviously Holly. Imagine me back in early 2014, 2015 trying to RP for the first time with no lore knowledge. Yeah, sorry, Andy. I'm very sorry about that. No, you couldn't have helped that, Finn. You couldn't have helped that. That was like very much the same moment. But imagine me not being an ass once. I don't think you're an ass all the time. I mean, what? Imagine me back in early 20. Yeah, I've got to be honest. That was Guild Wars 2 for me. It took me a long while to get Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2's lore. That's a hard thing to say, because with it being a sequel, you have all the lore of the first game plus the second game, and it's a unique universe. So it's like, oh, it was a lot. It took me a while to get my head around Guild Wars 2's lore. Guild Wars 2's lore. That's a hard one to say.
Yeah, I do.
Is Blackthorn not being miserable for a change?
To be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're
Tongue twister? Yeah.
On your Todd all the time.
Your Todd. I love all these fucking. I love all these fucking phrases.
So if you've got other things to be getting
seeing
on with,
like
without you breathing down my neck.
Not you know, anyone who says representation doesn't matter is wrong, because like, don't get me wrong, I'm a white man, right? Straight white male, etc., right? But like, seeing someone who has not just a generic northern accent, but an accent that I can like ascribe to, and also the phrases, seeing like, that's how, like, I know people who speak like that, is like, it means a lot, right? It's nice to see something like that. And that's just me on a level of like, that doesn't really matter to me. Like, if I watched something and it didn't pop up, I wouldn't be like, I missed out on that. So that's just about like someone with a dialectal thing. Never mind someone with certain backgrounds or certain... Anyway, I'm going way off topic, but yeah. A lot of people who say representation doesn't matter don't appreciate how it feels to be represented. Yeah, like, I would have probably said that a few years ago. Not in the sense of like, I think, as in regards, like, I felt like there was certain things that were like maybe being pushed slightly too far. I sort of have reined myself in on that now, because when I see stuff like this, I'm like, actually, no, that kind of matters to me. I suppose it's because if you don't see yourself reflecting in the fiction, in the stuff anyway, you kind of don't care, because you feel like it might never happen. I don't know, but it feels weird to see it, and nice weird. And like I say, I'm not a marginalized group, so if that can mean something to me, I can't imagine the elation of like, for example, when Black Panther had released, or seeing, you know, Asian actors get more opportunities, you know, all these types of things, right? Like, that must be amazing for these people.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
I think books should still have pictures, arguably. You know what? I want to just say that now. I don't think there's anything wrong with books having pictures in. I love a book with a picture. I can't find it off the top of my head, but aren't you LGBT? Lesbian, gay, British, trans? Yeah, I'm British. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I'm British. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Finn. British. Alright, mid.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorns.
Or should I say Fred once again?
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
We should have to do more of this.
What's next?
Fuck's sake.
The helm, of course. For this, we'll
I'm British because the stupid Americans to the T in the ocean. Stupid British, sorry, yeah.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
I love this. Please imagine if it came up with what's her name. Oh, I would have personally, in this instance, had the at least the title just for her here be what's her name.
Oh, Cid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words,
this means
the
nothing
reactor
to
would
me.
Overheat and eventually explode. This
Okay.
is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy.
Okay.
Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
Okay.
If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass.
We were just there. We were just fucking there.
The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this.
I'm really concerned as to what this unwanted visitor is.
Oh, very much. Thank you, Cid. I'll gather my team.
I'm
head there right
stressed.
away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Stress, anguish, concern. Do you think we'll finish this airship tonight? Hope so. Just point to Lorbert's Pass again. Probably my mother-in-law. What? Usually who my own want to visit. This is wow. Damn, Andy. I've just literally teleported to the place I was already at. Fucking moron. Fucking moron. That I don't know why, but that quote has always stuck with me. It's someone watching like the beginning of The Force Awakens.
In the bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Oh my gosh, why is war actually happening here? And there's a guy who just goes, "Turn off the flash, you fucking moron!" And it's kind of stuck with me ever since. I find that very, very funny. Oh, I love that video. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. I don't even know why. Do you ever use the word pillock?
If you're ready.
I have used it in the past. It's not a word that comes into my vocabulary often, however. Cockwomble. I've said cockwomble a few times, yeah. That one catches me off guard. Which one am I using at the moment? What's my biggest phrase at the moment? I do say moron a lot, actually. You moron. I don't know what I say a lot. If I'll pay attention the next time. I was saying goon today. You goon. Goon. I like goon. It's a good one. You absolute goon.
Ready, go?
Why is Clive Wolf whistling? I have to ask. For ambrosia. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna stay on that one. I might call people different animals. Would you believe I get called Sasquatch at work?
Oh, there you are, Sid.
I'm not going to comment further than that.
The, ruins are just over there, as is the creek.
Do you mind? Yeah, I guess I'll have to deal with it, yeah. I'm basic, I just called someone a... That's a good one. Is it because you're sassy? I wish it was that. What's wrong, Toggy? Oh, it's just an Araman. Oh, you're all making a big fuss about an Araman?
Unwanted visitor. Time to go.
They're not that fucking dangerous. I did the wrong thing. Oh no, I did the right thing. Okay. Look at this. It's not even worth talking about. Is it because you put the ass in Sasquatch? Wow! Really? We're going there. We're doing that. Okay, I see. I get it. You better sleep with one eye fucking open, Andy.
Nice try. This one.
Bring him down. And just to make it a little bit more fun, here we go. You're a Sasquatch because you're you Saspiel because you're a rare sight to see. Neither of those. It's the most insulting thing you can think of. Is that a pirate job? Is it because you know I like Captain Crunch? What? Why would that be it? There we go. Enemy slain. Say one eye open. How would I even know that? How would I even know that?
The things I do for you.
Sid!
Why are you making out like literally?
Don't let
Yep.
me.
Yep. Why are we doing filler? Why is this filler? Do we level up? The riff on a line from The Office. Sorry, I'm not wholly here at the moment. I'm halfway in Wonderland / Valestia, which is this universe, by the way, just in case people were like, what the fuck's Valestia? Which arguably fair enough. Anything I want to upgrade right now? I don't think so. You mentioned the emblem of the Empire in 14 was in this, right? Could it be the same universe? I kind of had a vested interest is could it be that earlier, and I don't think so. Wouldn't be the only time the same universe is shown up in a Final Fantasy game. I'm I think it's more of an Easter egg, but I wouldn't have been surprised if they did do something like that, just because obviously Yoshi P worked on 14, works on 14, and then was the producer for this game too, of course. I wouldn't have put it past them if that was some kind of, it was like years and years apart. I think not, though. Even though it would have been amazing to have like a prequel. 7 and 10 are the same universe. Oh, really? Interesting. No, I don't think they are. But it would be cool if they were. All I'll say is there are a lot of similarities. Monster design is one of them.
He cracked the crystal too.
Yeah. One thing I'll say straight away is that Ultima in 14 and Ultima in this are very different. And the primals are sort of similar, but the way that primals work in this versus 14 would also be of note. There would also be a lot of things that happen in 14 that would need to have happened in this, unless this was in the future. But then a lot of things would have had to have changed in the Final Fantasy 14 universe for this to happen. And also you then
Editors started reading
kind of
don't have any pictures in.
slimline what the ending of Final Fantasy 14 can be, because you've decided what the future of the universe already looks like. So whilst it would be cool, I think it's either an oversight and the little like diamonds are just because 3 diamonds together look that way eventually, or it's like a little Easter egg, but that's it.
Helena has recovered the material for the...
Excellent.
Another job well done. And one more remaining. Yep, shielding. Also,
to stop the engines going pop.
Yep.
But those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship, which
Okay.
is why you need proper shielding. A
Shielding.
prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away. I
Okay.
thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it.
Okay.
Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but
Yep.
they'd both be too heavy. The helm
Okay.
and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the brine.
Yeah.
I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Hippocrates. Yeah.
I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what...
Can you tech? I love tech. Tech is such a great word.
Right away.
Can you tech this to him? Some people say tack as well. What you tacking? F10 is aged before 7, mind you. The far plane functions like the live streams from 7 and behaves like it. Oh, okay, interesting. It's kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, I love it when games are set in the same universe, but not obliquely. Like, not obviously. Did I use obliquely right there? I think I did. I like that. I like that kind of idea. Or even like books or, you know, any kind of thing. But in this case, sadly not, but it would have been cool. I do think they'll do a Final Fantasy 16 and 14 crossover at some point, though. Because why wouldn't they? But the 14 and 15 crossover took ages to do, so could be another fucking year before that. FF10 is... Oh, sorry, I already read that.
Well, actually, it's for mid this. Could you take a look at this?
Okay, hand over thermal shielding designs. Do you know of lightweight material? Thank you.
Shielding for a mithril engine.
I love the way people say mithril.
Whatever we'll
Mithril.
Next.
What if she has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight? As you can imagine, she's struggling.
I see.
The last one be called the finalist of fantasies, if only. I think the last one they won't even know, will they? You know?
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike.
Okay.
And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames.
Okay, cool.
Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance.
Okay.
I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer.
Thanks, Hippocrates. I really couldn't be asked.
To procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the knowledge of the past.
Thank you, Harpock. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Okay. I can't wait for Final Fantasy VII Integrate, Upgrade, Integrate, Update, Remake, Final Mix. Me either. I still need to play it. I will be, just so everyone knows, if I do play 7, I will be playing the remake and I will not be playing the original. I do not have the patience for old games like that.
I'll be heading to market
I'm sorry.
for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other,
if I could help it. If I have to, then I have to.
To prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands.
You know what? Usually I go with the romance option, but I think in this instance, we really know very little about Taya, and it will be kind of cool to see if she has anything interesting to say.
Have you made your decision?
For Kingdom Hearts, not playing 2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage exists. Let's not get started on Kingdom Hearts. Taya, you're with me.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list?
Yeah.
Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Okay, dude.
So, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to...
Well, isn't...
Okay.
I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
Need to speak to an old acquaintance, I'll meet you there, okay? Alright, as for Final Fantasy 7 and 10 being connected, there's literally a character next to called Shinra. Which is the corporation, right? I do know a little bit. Set to Northreach. I'm kind of skipping through a lot of this because it feels like filler. And not necessarily in a bad way, because I'm excited to see the Enterprise at the end, but I feel like these specific quests slightly fillerish. So I apologize for all the skipping, but, you know.
Where's Taya?
I do appreciate them deciding to, like, allow you to pick between characters, though.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We
Okay.
shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
Okay.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
Pepio.
Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Hey. Garlic.
Oi,
Right,
don't
mate.
touch anything.
I'm gonna buy them. That's okay. As long as I don't have to talk to anyone, that's fine with me. I won't lie. 7 is a bit hard to get into. It's not my favorite one. That's why I'm kind of hoping. I don't feel like I could get into 7 if I was playing the old game. And I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh my gosh, what do you mean?" But like, I just couldn't. I don't think. So I'm glad that I can like play a remake of it, and I do get around to it. Especially because the remake is, for all intents and purposes, good as well, right?
Well, did you find everything?
Yeah, I did. Here, take it. Take the fucking stuff. Shove that in your pipe and smoke it, Taya.
Garlic and pepio nuts.
Thank you.
We should get this back to Tomes then.
Yep.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
I did expect this.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
It is, that's why I took you out.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
Wow, true.
Look, though, my usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back.
Oh.
Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on.
See, I care about stuff like this.
Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done.
She's mad cute, not gonna lie. Finn, this is a cute moment.
It's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Boom! Quest complete. No? Okay, we're saving that for later. Thanks.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
That's a bit weird.
I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And
thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
All right, Tyre, calm down a little bit. Rein it back in. Rein it back in. Okay, back to hideaway. I'm ready to see the Enterprise, to be honest, guys. That rhymed.
How Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Moon dew? I hardly know you. That one actually works as well, moon dew. I hardly know you, as in like, never mind.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed.
Yep.
I was just explaining to Taya how we might best
Moon dew.
have all the
Begin. Okay, cool.
You can count on me. I've made some...
What about the shielding? Its
work is underway.
Yep, all of all of us.
It'll be ready.
Very soon, thank you, all of you.
Right then.
Good memory. Bye. Bye, guys.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here.
Yep. Thanks, Toms.
I was when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will be followed by a rigorous process. Perhaps someone ought to
leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Yep. Dong! Yeah, there we go. I knew it was coming. Are we leveling up now? Level up. Yeah, boy.
Well,
I'm hitting wrong
give me
buttons.
the good news then.
Okay. Actually, don't really have enough. Actually, I'm gonna, yeah, do that. Okay, I'm gonna room. Oh, by the way, next week I'm gonna be chilling at home since parents are off to Spain. Oh, cool, nice. AKA, I'm gonna ruin my sleep schedule. I mean, be honest mood. You can ruin your sleep schedule. You should. By that I mean you shouldn't, but do it anyway. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't condone it, but I do accept it. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Okay, let's speak to Mid again. Mid!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
What's her full name again? Midadol. Yeah, Midadol Telemon.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Brilliant!
Me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
We still haven't gone to Sid's grave. Just as a little, like, you know, addition.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Fair enough.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is.
Fair enough.
Let's take this outside.
Yeah.
The parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Walloping. Sometime later. Sorry again. As always, you guys can't see it because of my big head. I was going to say, what the fuck is that? But it looks a lot better up close.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Fuck's
Good luck
sake.
to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Don't blame you, Blackthorn. Fuck's sake, he's so fucking funny. He's so miserable. He reminds me of the fucking, what's his name? Oscar the Grouch.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
So what you mean is you're thinking of you and your father building this, because you didn't, and...
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Oh, shit.
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Good little project, wow.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. This has been a very I was gonna say non-messy, but that's not the word I mean. It's been a very non-confrontational. Oh my gosh. There's a quest called Weird Science. Now, if people don't know, that's actually... Am I going to dox myself or not? I think people already know. Long story short, Weird Science is one of the main characters in Weird Science is where I get my name from. There's a movie called Weird Science, in case people didn't know. I've never watched it. I should because I get my namesake from it. But that's insane. I love it. Okay, anyway.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old...
Yeah, well, she's actually finally going, so...
No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing.
Yeah.
She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Okay. Oh. Make for the foredeck. Fuck it out.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelus.
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers.
No.
Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you.
Okay.
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
There's too many things going on. My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the ongoings of the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, haha, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorised use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the Guildmasters are knocking at our door. Just why I penny this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a minute or two, that you might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill. Want to say impending attack. Yeah.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Might be able to be the guy with only one eye. I think you play Dark Souls, you'd like a guy called Soler.
So what?
Sounds like a cool name, at least.
All the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest...
Yeah, Lamau.
don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav, your self-inflated ego is going to be the death of you.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
He's a lovely guy, incredibly upbeat and hopefully a bleak and dying world. Brilliant. Okay, let's go to the old hideout. Guys, let's head back in time. Sid's legacy. Central Storm.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals.
Is Jill coming?
As free men.
We've kind of finished the cutscene now.
May we join you?
No, you can't. Fuck off. Oh, not Gooch. And Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Gosh, this is sad. There's nothing more emotional than when someone who's like a battle axe or a cold character who becomes slightly
Scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods?
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Karen is so iconic.
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Oh! Oh!
And Gav.
Already
Every single part of that was brilliant.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Oh, he's a bit sassy with it. This game gets better.
Did you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
See what I mean? Fuck you, Karen! Making me feel things. Well, guys, I don't think you're going to get a better place to stop than that tonight, to be honest. So I think we'll leave it there for now. We'll come back in next time, do some side quests, because there seems to be a few. And then we'll go from there. So I'll quickly jump us to the hideaway. When is RE2 returning? I am trying to cycle out games at the moment, Finn, because there's a lot of games to play on Twitch at the moment. I only do 2 streams on Twitch a week. One is now for the series, Pride of Game Pass, or... So I'm trying to see what I'm going to do about that. New releases are high priority. Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to see if maybe we shouldn't do something like... What I'm kind of wondering is if we don't do a longer Twitch stream at some point and split it up into different things, to make it kind of more feasible to do more, basically. So like do a 4-hour Twitch stream one day and do 2 hours one, 2 hours another, or something like that. I don't know yet. But guys, thank you for watching. If you're watching live, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for interacting in chat. If you haven't liked the video, please do consider it. If you haven't subscribed, for whatever reason, please do consider subscribing as well. If you're watching on demand, the same thing. But as regards the next episode, I will be back tomorrow. For those watching live, for those watching on demand, check the playlist. There might already be another one out, or otherwise, keep an eye out. We'll be live as you're watching this. Thank you guys, as always. And I'll see you later.